There is absolutely nothing wrong with Just One Kiss. This is a 2022 film directed by Jeff Beesley. It's written by Nina Weinman, Diane Robin, and Davide Reali. And when I say there's nothing wrong with it, I mean that, but I didn't enjoy it. And I think I know why I didn't enjoy it. I found it to be very slow and not that interesting for me personally. But if this is your favourite kind of romance film, or if you just like this kind of narrative, it might appeal to you. It's about two individuals who are brought together and the potential romance that grows between them. We also have some children involved, of course, to tug at the heartstrings, and beautiful music because one of them, Tony, played by Santino Fontana, is a beautiful singer, and we have some gorgeous music in this. I really did enjoy the music, and the characters are likable. Tony's likable, Mia, played by Krysta Rodriguez, is likable. I have no issues with any of the characters in this. I just found it to be very slow, and not a lot happened. And that's often typical for romance films. They are often very slow, but if you enjoy watching the relationship develop between them and various obstacles that they may or may not have to overcome, then it may well appeal to you. But for me, it didn't really work very well. But there's nothing wrong with it. And I had a look at some of the reviews afterwards because I wondered if anybody else felt the same. And actually, most of the reviews are very, very positive, which makes me think a lot of people will enjoy this. But a lot of the reviews, in fact, pretty much every positive review is saying the same thing. They're saying it's not a typical Hallmark movie, which is very true. And I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't love it as much as many other Hallmark films. And that's because I actually do like the cheesy, cliche Hallmark rom-coms. They appeal to me a lot. This one is very, very different. So if you like Hallmark, but you're fed up of cheesy, cliche scenarios, but you like romance films, this will actually appeal a lot. So for me personally, I didn't get that much out of it. I didn't find the events within the narrative to be that interesting. I also feel like there were a few too many characters. Too many characters that I personally didn't care about, at any rate. But our protagonist's absolutely fine, and even though for me the narrative was very slow, everything flows well enough. We move from A to B without any awkward editing or any plot holes. Everything is absolutely fine. So, objectively, or as objective as I can be, I'd say it's a good film. But based purely on personal interest, I didn't care for it. So if it sounds like it would appeal to you, I'd say Just One Kiss is worth checking out. I cannot find fault with it. But for me personally, I'm not a fan. It's not the film's fault, it's just not what I was looking for. It's not necessarily one that appeals to me very much at all, but I do recommend it for the right audience. It seems to be the case that a lot of people really love it because it's different to the average Hallmark film. And if that's what you're looking for, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out.